Greetings everyone, welcome to this new video. We're gonna take a look at a Thea build. More exact, I'm gonna go through the new character because I wanted to test her out. And she has a little bit of different builds possibility here when it comes to it. And it is, it is three different suggestions here. Normally it's mind control, you have split shot, which I'm gonna test out, and then you have the one I started out with, the one that character you actually start out the campaign with, which is haunting abomination. I just went with this one, leveled it up. It went for 90 minutes. I've never done such a fast campaign. I did not use my currency at all. I did not use any boosting methods to get this character up and running. And I'm already at tier 7 here. Obviously I'm a little bit of a glass cannon, but yeah, as you can see, it's all it is just clicking and then just wait until they're dead here. Mind control is just a channel skill. You put it on auto channel and then you walk through the map basically. So what did I want to do here? I want to do different price points for these skills, and let's go back here. Because you can see here, it's falling off a little bit. I can still do tier 7 just fine, but it's falling off a little bit. So I wanted to upgrade, and I wanted to use my currency I already have, but I don't want to use a lot because many of my viewers don't have a lot of currency and they still want to do an end game build that they can build up over time. So what did I do? I went on the auction house and then just started trading. See here, I have all the gear from scratch. Every single piece of gear you need. I have all the gear pieces: ring, amulet, weapon, the 3 different uniques that you are legendary things. You have soul candles. I have some slates here, even a pedigree. I have some memories here that are already leveled up, which is good. Then I don't need to worry about cost there. And the most expensive parts were these things. The specific, if you want to use split shot, you're gonna need these two, otherwise you can't really move and shoot at the same time, which is kind of the whole purpose with this. So hopefully I might have missed something, but I'm just setting this up to my best knowledge. I have never played this build. I don't know how it scales. I'm just took a look at all the builds on the pro builds and used my best guesses. So I'm using this one, and obviously I took a look at this one, which is the one that Don the Crown put up like 1 day ago, and it is obviously maxed out. You can see the gear is insane. He did the final boss with this one, but this one is probably more reasonable. But I'm gonna do an even cheaper version of this one because this one is far beyond most people's budget already. So what I did was I set my goal to buy most of the gear except obviously the supports here for 20 or less FE. Some of the things are up to 30, like you see here, because I can already level them up. That means I don't need to push in any currency into that. I spent a little bit more on the pedigree here, but the rest are, like, as you can see, they're much less. So 1 and 20 here, 9 there, 20. And what I'm going for here is not only am I going for the item itself, but I'm also going for the energy, because on some pieces you need high energy, otherwise you're not going to be able to put in your skill. So when I'm searching for an item, so let's say I go here and I do this and I reset here, then I click energy and I put in 55, for example, for a helmet, because it goes to up to 61, I believe. On armor, chest armor, and weapon, it goes double that, so it's 120 or something like that. So you want to get there so you can put in as maximum amount of skills in here, or supports, so you can actually support your build. Otherwise you're gonna need to go here and then start to gear empowerment, and that can be very expensive in the future. So just a reminder to buy gear, try to buy gear with already done affixes or done what do you call it, energy levels. The rest of the ones, I just bought things that looked good. Max channeling stacks, that's why it's a little bit more expensive. Otherwise this would have been one FE item also. I only bought item levels 82 to 85. Why did I do that? Because then you use flame sand to reroll stats. Anything over 85, so 86 and above, is using flame elementium to reroll, and that would up the price for anything. I want to see how much tier 2 modifier will hold up towards how high I can go. Can I go tier 8? Can I go profound even with this build? We'll see. So all my gear here is only up to a certain level here, so I can get tier 2 modifiers. Most of them is already rolled a little bit because I bought bases that are 1 or 2 FE above, so I could actually already start on the base that are having some of the modifiers, so I don't need to re-roll that much. But without further ado, I spent 451 FE on everything in here. I might not use everything in here. I might need to modify some things. So I will get back to you as soon as I've set everything up and my character is re-rolled, because right now I'm only level, what was I? Level 87, so I can freely re-roll my whole character over in the talent tree and stuff like that. So I will get back to you as soon as I've done that. See you later. Okay, I've set up the build. I put on all the gear. I've re-rolled some of the stats to just fit so I can cap the resistances, or at least be close. Or I can see here that I should be doing cold resistant to lightning instead here. Do we have any cold to lightning here? Cold lightning, I already have that there. So this one I can steal and put on. Do I have any worst roll here? Yeah, let's take this one. Oh, it's already on tier 3, so it's even better. So normally I just do this and then we click here, auto, and hopefully I had some left over on my other characters, so I stole them. But if you set up your void chart, which I'm gonna take a look at now, then you should be fine. See, capped resistances, voila. Super simple. Everything is just tier 2 modifiers. So if you set up your chart in the beginning of the league, or wherever you are right now with these sand, I always do that in the beginning, and that is plenty to just get you started on all the things you need. Then I take some of these. I'll just take some of these, everything that gives you just a boost to you can craft your own tier 2 gear, because tier 1 gear, which is 86 plus gear, it's gonna cost you flame elementum, and then you want to start thinking a little bit harder on what you're gonna do. So let's try out the build here. I'm not gonna take the speed boost here to just make see, I have outer channel on, so you just do this. Oh, sorry, I missed this guy. And you pick up the loot on the way. See, you're getting some flame elementium also. So you're already making money. So this is it. It's super fast, it's super easy. I need to set up a loot filter also, I see. And yeah. The bad thing about it, I notice, is when you're using your movement skill ability, you're not shooting, so you kind of like need to stop and shoot. So I'm not gonna even drop before I put on my filter. I will not pick up anything that is not flame elementium. So all you do is this, and then you go to boss. Everything is auto triggered, so you don't need to activate any skills or anything like that. To make it auto channel, by the way, you go to battle here and you click this auto channel and auto aim. It's really good because if there's one enemy around, it will auto aim for it and everything. As you can see, none of my skills are leveled, so my build is gonna get infinitely more stronger here when I'm getting a level 20 skill. And right now, sorry, there we go, stop counting, recount, and hopefully I can get the build running for tier 8 now, and we can take a look at what it is. It's almost 1 billion here, which is pretty good for the investment I've done. And also at level 90 I can put in my other slates, which is gonna be a huge boost to DPS also. and by the time I'm 90, I'm probably also gonna be leveling my skills up to level 19 also, so that will help. So let's see if how much of a boost me just playing the character a little bit will be. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. I'm level 90 now, as you can see. It's extremely fast to level with this build. I'm just gonna take anything here, and we're doing tier 8, so all I do is go like this, and then we just spin to win. And yeah, this is haphazard gear, and I've not really put much thought process behind anything. I picked affixes that made sense on my gear, and yeah, as I said, I've only spent a little bit. This is one of those super enemies, so don't worry about this if it takes a little bit of time. As you can see, this is why it takes time. They drop a shitload of just FE and other stuff. Obviously, I tried to do profound also with this character. It did not. I can kill white mobs, but as soon as it comes anything else, it's a little bit more tedious, and it's not set up for that. So just so you know, it's right now with tier 2 gear. If there's a character out there that can do it with tier 2 gear and in just under 500 FE, please tell me, because I think this one is scaling pretty well so far. So if I was doing this now at the state was and if I didn't have thousands of FE in reserve, oh sorry, I should be paying attention what is happening here. But if I didn't have thousands of FE in reserve, I would probably do some kind of boss rushing here, like you can see how fast I'm moving. So I would just skip all these enemies and just rush to the boss and kill it, and over again, and then just maximize the star shards, and then just go for the boss in this area for every time, because you can run here to the boss. So just skip this, skip this, skip this, skip this, skip this, boom, 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 boom. So I would pick a good layout and then just kill the boss each time. It gives you 2 star shards if you take all the nodes, I believe, and then you just pick them up, and then you just run this boss over and over and over again, and hoping for the good drops, because some of the drops in here, I don't know, when you get more investment, obviously you're gonna do more damage here, and you are gonna kill this one even faster, which is obviously more profit for you. And you're gonna kill this one, there we go. You're gonna drop something, and it's gonna be a few FE. Normally you drop a little bit more, and as you can see, we are far from leveling up our skills yet. 19 skills here, there we go. And hopefully we can get some good drops we can sell here. And what was the other thing we dropped? How much is this one? So as you can see, this one by itself, and you can probably, how many bosses can you do in an hour? Probably save up to, like, I don't know, but you can easily do a couple of hundred FE just from profit from this easily, and then it's just from that one item, and then you just recycle this over and over and over and over again, and just sell these things. So let's go over the gear real fast. I did 3 unique items. I did with this corrosion because I saw people were using it. I did this one. Obviously this one is better for more damage, but it's more expensive also. That would build up the cost for this build. This one is really good. It's kind of like Nimis, I think, in PoE, but much more cheaper. All of these items are like 5 FE or something like that, to maximum up to 20. On my gear here, I am prioritizing the iteration chance. It just makes sense because this whole build is revolving around that. It's basically building up stacks on your enemy, and it does true damage to the enemy after a second or some delay, and that is just massive amount of damage. So you want to be able to, if you check here, get up to 100%. I'm exactly at 100%. This is not if you're over 100, I don't think it says how much you have, but I'm exactly at 100%. You can see this here if I unequip and then re-equip. So I am 22 short here, and there's 22 on my belt installed. So I was lucky with there. I have some deterioration on my slates and on my gear here. So as soon as I hear, so I have an amulet, the 2 rings, so these 4 items all have it. Otherwise I just stack dex, energy shield, fill up my resistances, and yeah, and some movement speed. I don't think you need movement speed on this build. You're never moving with it, so kind of useless. Attack and cost speed, I know you kind of want to have a certain amount of attacks per second, which is like you can check that at the dummy. So let's see here. You can check that here. I think there was 15 attacks per second. Where is it? Attacks. Well, main hand attack speed. Oof, I have 20. I have way too much. So yeah, I went a little bit overboard with that. So well, that's why you try some things out, and then you specialize afterwards and make your build a little bit better. Energy shield attack, for this you just want the maximum amount of physical damage on it. So I just went with the physical damage, projectile damage, because we are projectile build. Gear attack speed obviously is good, because then we can take it off on other things. On weapon is obviously much more important, because it scales directly from an attack speed we already have here. This one can maybe also be re-rolled. This is probably why we're so overcapped already. And physical damage, all of these are good stats, and the bow came with this craft. It does a little bit, but it's just negligible by this point. For our other items, what I went for our candles here, we went for additional curse. This was a little bit expensive. I paid about 48 for it, I think. So I didn't really care for the downside, but it's 1 elemental resistance for a budget build. And max channeling stacks is huge for a build, so you can go for 2 here. If you have the pet here that uses what is the one? I don't have that one, which gives 1 additional curse, whatever it's called. I can't remember how it looks like either. Well, it's here somewhere. It gives 1 additional curse, then you can obviously use that one, then you don't need the candle for it. For the skills, obviously this is the setup. You just have to copy it as it is here. We have running 2 curses here, timid and corruption. Later on you're obviously going to use it on a dreamcraft, on your gear, on your ring and your amulet, so that will taken care of. We are running 3 auras here. I am not using this one at the moment. I don't see why he would use swiftness here, because it makes no sense. So I didn't even bother putting in the extra where is it here, sealed mana, to put it in. It made no sense, so we might as well go through this. Chance to get put in an extra stack, really good. Deterioration damage, really good there. And then I just took whatever stats came first on them when I was rolling them. Paralyze, I always take that on every build here. If you have it, if you have grudge on anything on your in your skills, then obviously you don't need it. Additional damage to life, also very good. And then I just took whatever is here. Additional damage to a cursed enemy, and deterioration chance to just make it 100% chance, because every percent really counts here, and I have 8% here. This one is a must. Physical damage to erosion damage. This is why it works, because we're converting all our physical damage from our bow into erosion damage. This one, if you don't have this one, we're doing almost no damage. For our pedigree here of the gods, I just went beyond cure. I saw some people using it, so I took it as well. No brainer. It's a very cheap thing to pick up. I think I paid 30 for it or something, 38, because it had some other mods on it. I thought it looked good. For our hero traits, I went with these. If you're bossing, then you can switch to this one. Projectile speed, obviously good because we are using Gale on our talent tree, so that converts into more damage. Then I just picked up whatever was already leveled here, so they had already good stats on them. So I just dexterity for base affix, energy shield, and attack speed. Again, attack speed are a little bit over capped, but later on when we are getting tier 1 gear, it's going to be more important that we are re-rolling some of the stats to something else, because we get a little bit more options for our build. Hopefully this all makes sense. You just have to copy the talents here. Obviously, if you have something here that you have you take from the pedigree, then you can change these around, obviously, but I just picked something completely different from my pedigree, so I didn't need to think about those kind of things. That's kind of end game kind of thinking. So right now I'm doing let's see here, let's see if the auras can come up. We do about 2 billion, over 2 billion, yeah, so pretty good there. Sometimes we do it. We need to level our curses, so they're up all the time. Not the curses, but I think the preparations needs to be switched out, and some other skills needs to be leveled, but things that we are gonna do in the future. Hopefully that helps someone, and happy hunting.